Hey guys, it's Jessii Vee.
Jessii, did you come out with some new merch?
You bet I did! I designed some tank tops for spring and summer, and it's literally the coolest material. I don't know if you guys can see. I think they're called like burnout tees or something, where some of the fabric parts are like more see-through than the others. It says embrace your weird side because that is like my favorite saying to tell you guys, and I feel like you should believe this about yourself as well. And there's not only purple, there is a white one as well if that's more your thing. But yeah, I just wanted to wear this for my video today to show you guys if you would like one. There's a link down in the description. We actually revamped my entire merch store. We have a whole new website. It looks awesome. So you guys should at least click on that link to check out my new website because my goodness, it took us like 6 months to make and it's beautiful. But yeah, these tank tops, because they're just for spring and summer, they're a one-time thing, a limited edition. Once these sell out, they gone. So if you'd like one, link in the description. And isn't it cool? I found this necklace that literally like matches it perfectly, so anyways, enough promotion over here, Jessii. Let's get into the video. So I have had a couple scary webcam stories in my life. I'm pretty sure I told one like 2-3 years ago on this channel, but there is another one that I have not told you before. Now, my entire life I have been a curious person. You guys know this about me. I'm always getting into things I shouldn't. I'm always walking a little bit too far to a dark part of a forest. I always just get myself into creepy situations. So this story happened back when I believe I was in grade 6 or 7 at the time. And a lot of you guys watching right now might be around that age. That might be a grade you're in. So listen up carefully because I have a lesson for you today. I think I've said this many times before, but Neopets was like the best thing to be on after school. It's not really as popular nowadays, I don't think. I don't even know if the site is still up. Is it still up? Let me go see if the site is still up. I'm actually really curious about this. Oh, do you want to see my lock screen on my phone? It's so funny. Isn't that funny? It's a statue like blowing gum? Blowing a bubble? I like unique backgrounds. Neopets.com. I don't know. It's still up! I can't believe that! Welcome to Neopets. That is insane how it's still up. Dude, like, that's crazy to me. I wonder if I actually logged into my account, if my little Neopet would still be there. Actually, let's be serious. He's probably dead. I haven't fed that thing in like 12 years. He was beautiful while he lasted though. No, but for those of you who don't know, Neopets is kind of like a Tamagotchi. You know how you fed it, you take care of it, you like play games with it? It's like a Tamagotchi, but it's an online place to like play and meet other people, and there's different worlds and like maps, and it's so complicated to describe to you guys if you don't know what it is, but basically you're taking care of a Neopet. And no, this video is literally not sponsored by them because I don't even know they existed anymore, so Neopets, if you want to reach me, you know how to get me. No, but I don't know what it was about this site. I mean, I know I was really antisocial back in the day, so I think after school, I basically ran to my computer right away and just looked up interesting websites. I played Roller Coaster Tycoon all of the time. Oh gosh, I probably spent like 3,000 hours on that thing. No, but like, you know, the Club Penguin, there were these other just sites that kids could go on, like Barbie.com, all kinds of amazing things, but Neopets was like the place to be. It was the place above all places. And it got to a really unhealthy point because after school I would literally skip my homework to stay on this site. I'd be on it from like 4 p.m. after school until like 10 p.m. Sometimes I'd go till like midnight. So my dad actually had to set up parent controls on my computer. It's where like I think at 9 p.m. the internet shuts off like just on my computer. So I'd be in the middle of like feeding my Neopet a biscuit, okay, after it deserved one, and all of a sudden the internet would just be like, no more biscuit for you. And I would be so upset. I'd be like, Daddy, he didn't even finish eating his food. Who are you? But after a while, I knew that at 9 o'clock the internet was like turning off, so I'd just put my Neopet to bed and be like, until tomorrow. Parent controls were the worst thing ever, but like looking back at it, I understand as a parent how you want to like get your child away from the computer if they're literally on it their entire life. And that got me back to finishing my homework and all kinds of stuff, but it was still a pretty severe addiction. And it's so stupid. It's literally just sitting at a computer feeding a fake animal. They weren't fake to me at the time though. So let's get into the whole webcam thing. So there are these chat forums on Neopets. It's where you can trade gifts and items and just talk to them, ask advice for how to finish certain levels of games, and just a place where anybody can talk. And looking back, it's not the most safe situation for someone in grade 6, let's say, or even younger or anything like that, because you don't really know who you're talking to. You literally are looking at this avatar of a person. It's not a real picture. They make up the username. They can tell you that they're any age. They don't have to, you know, be honest about it because they're literally online. You can't even see them. So I probably talked to like 10 different people every single day, and I just assumed they were my age. Like, oh, they must be 10 or 11 or 12 because that's how old I am and I'm on this site because like, stupid Jessii. Listen, if you're younger, and even if you're literally like 24 like me, chat forums online, unless you know the person in real life or they have like more than one picture, it's just, be careful. So I started talking to this guy. I don't remember what his name was, but I remember his avatar was this fluffy dog fox sort of thing. It was blue. It was gorgeous. He called it like icicle or something, and I was like, that is a beautiful Neopet. I like his Neopet. So we began talking every single day, and I remember developing this crush on him. I had this crush on a guy that I never met. I didn't know what he looked like. He could have been 64, and I wouldn't have known. So Mom, if you're watching this, you're probably cringing and wishing you can go back in time and like stop my stupid self from doing that, because no one wants their child talking to a possible 64-year-old. Obviously. But at the time, I just, ignorant bliss, okay? Ignorant bliss. Don't you love it when your neighbors watch you film? Hello! Just talking about Neopets. So, how's your day going? They're just staring at me, it's fine. They're just staring at me. So one day, I'd say it was like 2 weeks after talking, this Sparkle Fox Blue dude decided to say, do you want to Skype? And I had never used Skype before. In fact, I didn't even know what it was. And then he was like, oh, it's like you go on webcam and you talk to each other. You can either chat or you can like video chat or, you know, just do audio chat, whatever you want. But it's an area off this website where we can hang out and talk. So first I was like, I don't know if I want to do that. To be honest, I was nervous about my parents finding out because they always told me, don't talk to strangers. Just don't do it, kids. But after a while of him like pushing me to do it, it was literally peer pressure over here. Like he was like, you should do it because we're really good friends. Why wouldn't you do this for me? So eventually I downloaded Skype, and it was so hard to install because I was in grade 6 and I was like, what is technology? It took me like 3 hours. But finally it was set up, and he asked me to add his username. And his username wasn't the username he had on Neopets. It was like this totally other like Dragon Man 472 or something weird like that. But I was like, oh, it's fine, like, it's fine. So I add him and we're talking on there for a couple days, and finally he's like, do you wanna like video chat? Because we could do that. And I was like looking in the mirror and I'm like, I look like there's a rat's nest on my head, but I guess so. So I'm pretty sure he presses the video call thing on his end of things because I started getting this, you know the Skype call sound? It's like, doo doo doo, doo 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 doo. You know the sound, right? And so I press accept, and right away I could see like myself. It shows me a picture of myself, and I'm just sitting at my desk. But then on his end of things, it was just a black screen, okay? It was literally just a black screen. I could not see him. I don't know if he was in the dark. I don't know if he put a sticker over his webcam. I just wasn't sure what was going on. So I was sitting there awkwardly and I was like, okay, so where are you? And I suddenly heard this voice, and it did not sound like a little boy's voice, okay? It sounded like deep and matured, and he was like,
oh shoot, I guess my webcam's not really working, but we can still keep talking.
And I found this kind of weird because I could see myself, he could see me, but I was talking to just this black screen, and I felt really uncomfortable just knowing that he was sitting in his room looking at myself on his monitor, you know what I mean? Like it was very, very weird. So I started feeling very uncomfortable, and right away I knew like this is such a bad idea. But he was like,
oh, don't worry, like I'll fix it tomorrow, everything will be okay.
And he starts asking me about myself, and I was like, hey, how old are you? Like suddenly like I was literally starting to think logically logically, I was like, are you 11? You have a really deep voice for an 11-year-old. And he was like,
oh, I might be a little bit older than that, but don't worry, like we're friends, we're cool, like it's all right.
And right at that moment, I literally ended the call. I deleted Skype. I like got rid of it completely. Went on Neopets. There's this blocking option on Neopets, so I blocked him. And I literally stayed up at night for like 2 days in a row just thinking about what I'd done, wondering who this guy was. He was a stranger. I didn't know what he looked like. I didn't know how old he was. I mean, he could have just been like 13 and his voice matured quickly. I don't really know. But if this is any lesson to you guys listening right now, do not go on webcam with people that you do not know, okay? They could be lying about anything. It's super sketchy. You don't want them to find out any information about you. You don't want them to find out where you live. You want to be safe because you do not know what their intentions are at all. And it's quite disturbing. Just even talking online to people who you don't know. Just be very careful. And overall, if you could learn anything, never meet them. Never meet them. Have you seen horror movies? Don't do it. So yeah, that was my very scary Skype webcam experience, and it took me like 2 years until I was able to like webcam with my friends after that. But obviously after that, I just used Skype to talk to my family and my best friends, and I started to love that app, but just for family and friends, okay? But anyways though guys, I hope you enjoyed today's story and hopefully learned something from it. And yeah, if you would like some new merch right over here, link is down below, and I hope you have an awesome rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!